Oh, I should get my chat up. Well, no, I won't even look at the chat this time. Alright, let's get this king guard. Good luck, have fun, Mr. gnarlygoat. Time to even out the score. I'm not so sure about that one. Well, I will say that I'm not feeling great right now. I'm gonna go close my door so I don't wake up my girlfriend. So yeah, I was expecting this move. He plays it basically every game. I looked at this. Just being a bit of a pest, right? D4, huh? I probably need to control this square. I can do that via... No, I don't want to play d5. d5 is absolutely hard. So, I can play f5, or I can play knight f6. F5 should transpose into some sort of Dutch. I don't know what kind of Dutch, but some sort of Dutch. But it kills the G3 lines of the Dutch. I don't play the Dutch is the only reason I'm hesitant here. I don't play it at all. I have a feeling f5 is the best move though. I should also maybe pay attention to c5. I'm only really looking at moves that stop e4 somehow. After like f5, e3, e6. There's c5 coming. I think this is the best move. I already have a very interesting position. This is not something I ever play. I never play anything like this, really. God, I feel awful. This game is at 8 a.m. for me. And I was out drinking last night until like 2:45. So we're gonna see how this one goes. We're gonna see how this one goes. That's all I can say about it. That's not gonna be pleasant. Oh, I should eat my yogurt. I need to eat my food. Oh boy. What's the score in this match? I should look up the score in this match. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Our board 4 got not our board 4. Our board 1 got forfeited. Because apparently he was using an engine, which is shitty, but it's unfortunate for the team because we lost a match point and we lost. Oh, it's still just 0-1. Okay. So this is a doable match. Yeah, everyone's playing. One of the games is not scheduled. That might be a double forfeit. I'm not under the weather, like I said. This game is at 8 a.m. for me. And I drank a lot last night and got home at 2:45 a.m. So I slept for 5 hours. I smell awful. It's just like, I smell like beer. It's like I have beer sweat. I just smell fucking terrible. Wait, is e4 playable? Takes check, g6. That should be nothing. I should have looked at that before. Oh yeah. This is gonna be a day. This is gonna be a game. Let's do this. So yeah, we are transposing to a Dutch position. I play this quiet e3 system against the Dutch, which I generally think is pretty decent. I also don't know how to play the Dutch, so we'll see how this goes. I might play like g6, bishop g7. Yep. Yup. Saw that one coming. Go like knight f6, g6, bishop g7, castle, and c5 or something like that. That's interesting. Put pressure down this diagonal as well. Sort of like that. Let me see if move orders matter. I really want to get castled first, so knight f6. Oh, knight f6 also prevents the check, which is nice. Not that it's a huge deal. Knight f6, knight f3, g6. Can you go for that h4 bullshit? Knight f6, knight f3, g6, h4, bishop b7, h5. Knight takes. I don't trust those knight takes lands. I always feel like I'm getting slammed with rook takes. And then like e4. Oh, I think g6 first is incorrect. I think this move is correct. So g6 or e6, they're both playable. Interesting is e6 and bishop e4. I know that's an idea. e6 bishop, d3 bishop, b4. I kind of like this g6 move though. I feel like this can be a good piece for me. And just try and tear open that diagonal with c5. That could be really interesting. The only issue is like maybe d5. I'd probably have to play e6 at some point. Let's go g6. I'm just bothered by these d5 lines where this bishop is terrible. I suppose I'm selling this bishop for this bishop. Should be fine. I expect bishop d3. He might play h4. That's also possible. Actually, after knight f3, these h4 lines lose some bite because this knight's in the way of the queen, which means I should be able to vaguely keep it together. Ugh. I think my position is pretty good. The only lines I'm worried about are the d5 from white. Some early d5 of sorts. I guess d5, like knight h6 starts becoming real. And then knight c5 to e4. It's a good square for a knight. Bishop e2. I didn't expect that. Why not the d3 square? Maybe he wants to, if on knight e4, he wants to be able to take with the knight. He's also eyeing h5. Maybe he'll go knight e5 and bishop f3. Okay. That's a reasonable move. Let's develop our pieces. Much logic. Very well. I have reserved d6 to kick this knight away. He's lining up an h4. Maybe I can be a little catty here and go like e6, queen e7, knight c6, not actually castle. Where's my queen going? Probably e7. Supports the c5 square. And maybe an e5 at some point. Also, knight. No, I need to play e6 before I play knight c6. Yeah, if I castle, he might go like bishop d2 long and then like h4, or maybe just h4 right away. And that's not looking super comfortable. He has pressure on this diagonal, he has pressure on that diagonal. I always want to play e6 to gain some control of the d5 square. So something I'm noticing is if I go e6, queen e7, this is a little bit of a problem. But now e6 and c5, you can't go d5, it drops a pawn. Or at least, you can't immediately go d5. It's like I think this is called the Christmas tree Dutch. And I'll castle when he castles. And if he goes long, I might go long. I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna be putting on a huge show today. I'm so dead. It's been a rough couple of rough 20 hours. B4, huh? was not on my radar. If I go a5, knight c6, and a5. Knight c6, b5. Could go a5 as well. a5 and c6. This knight isn't very happy with me. I think the knight should come out, because if a5, b5, c6, I have a feeling this means white is not going long. You could play some king f1 stuff though still. I need to address what's going on over here. c5 takes. That's interesting. This bishop is unprotected on the b file. I should develop this piece, probably to c6. Knight c6, b5, 97, and then some c6 break. It's interesting. What about d5? Queen e7. Knight e7. That gets everything playing. Yeah, I sort of like withholding this a5 move. Let's do this. Get everybody in the ball game. Now on queen e7, could go a5 as well. Could also go knight e4. That's less good with this knight in the way. Like queen e7, knight d8. It's a little interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to keep developing my pieces. I forgot about this. Knight b5 immediately is probably suspicious though. Castles takes, rook c8, knight b5, knight b4. I think I'm better there. I'm really developed in that line. Maybe it's not so much. Ah, this is actually hanging at the end. No, knight comes c6. d5 takes, no, the knight's on b5. This is hanging. Yeah, I don't think that's playable. Could even play the other rook if I wanted. I have no idea if this is the way I'm supposed to be playing this position. I like to see this move just because before White had some bishop a3 ideas because this diagonal was a little weak. Now White can no longer play those ideas in conjunction with b5, which means I'm a little safer over here. But now, how's e5? e5, d5. No, e5, b5 actually. e5, this hangs. Yeah, I can't race that. I can't go like e5, b5, e4. That's not gonna fly. So now maybe I go a5 and break that whole chain down. Let your chain hang low. Let your chain hang low. This knight will actually come around to f7, where it'll be pretty good. Let's keep chipping. Chip, chip, chip away. I don't mind my knight on d8. I think it's actually going to go to a great square on f7. f7's a nice square for the knight. Then the other knight pops into e4. In fact, maybe both knights pop into e4. White has better presence in the center, but he has problems with this piece. All my pieces are reasonable. This dark square bishop is currently very, very bad. So we'll see how he decides to deal with that. He might go for some bishop b2, d5 ideas. I think the position is roughly equal. Which means I'm doing well. I think I've equalized this black. Granted, the computer probably likes white because of all this space. No, I'm not happy with this piece. I'm not happy, Bob. He actually has enough firepower to play e4, which is a little bit annoying. Although that draws the queen into a line she might regret. Yeah, knight e4. Yikes. Takes. Check. Check. Truth hurts. No, you can't take the with check. The queen bounces back. Also, these knights got traded. I'm an idiot. I misvisualized everything in that line. e4 is interesting. He probably needs to solve. But like b5, knight d8, no, because when the knight moves, the bishop's unveiled. Doesn't work. e4 takes. e5, very sharp. Takes. Something takes. Queen takes. It's interesting. Black or white structure gets a little fucked up there though. Yeah, Yaga. That's the dream, right? No, I haven't been playing. I've been teaching a lot of SAT classes. I'm starting to pick up a lot of classes. I have 27 hours of classes. So it's a lot of classes. I really need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Whoa. Knight b5. Okay. Sure. Let's do that one. Sharp. I was going to castle here. I could play rook c8. Rook c8 might be more reasonable than castling. But say, for argument's sake, castles, takes, rook c8. There might be some intermediate moves like b5. b5 takes. And this is all of a sudden a big weakness. Yeah, that's not very appealing to me whatsoever. Rook c8 takes. That makes more sense. Then bishop d2. c6. No, this is hanging. This move is annoying. I want to play takes, but that's just not going to happen. So let's look at castles takes. Okay, c8, b5. After b5, the knight is trapped, right? It has the a6 square if it really wants to go there. So after b5, I could go knight d8, knight a6. It's still kind of trapped there. I have a lot of play in that position. My pieces all have scope. His structure is strange. What about the d5 version of that? It just was, oh, the knight on c7 supports d5. Who would have thunk? But same thing, right? Knight a7, and I stopped you from playing knight b5? Isn't that annoying? I like castling. I'm going to do it. I think this is good. Takes rook c8. Play dynamically. I didn't end up in a Dutch position to play statically. I'll tell you that much. Interesting position. This is a pawn sacrifice, but I think it's a good pawn sacrifice because it allows takes. You know, to say rook takes, knight c7. But I end up having a lot of pressure everywhere. Like both my rooks end up being good. And yeah, this pawn becomes very weak, but comes with the business, right? Rook c8 was more prudent. Could just go takes, knight takes. Takes rook c8. Knight b5. I need one more. No. Rook, this rook c8. Just getting takes, knight takes. No, because then I don't like both my rooks. I want all my rooks to be happy. Okay, went for him. This was my idea. Let's play my idea. I think taking and then taking was much more accurate. I think I maybe had a little bit questionable compensation after it takes. Rook takes, knight takes, rook c8, knight b5. That position I think was arguable. Here I think I have, well, I'm just getting the pawn back, I think. Unless I'm an idiot. Like b5 takes here. Maybe I don't even want to take there though and unleash the bishop. b5, knight d8. You have to go knight a6, which is ridiculous. Okay. Takes, takes, takes. It's a nice outpost for the knight. Don't even have to take there. I can go knight e4 to start with. If I go knight e4, he will take probably. Takes, takes, takes. Queen b2. Knight c6. Knight c3. So takes, takes, takes. Queen b2. Knight c6, knight c3. This pawn is hanging. I need to start opening the center somehow. Or putting some presence in the center. I've misplayed this. Rook c8 was better. This position is not good for me. I am simply worse. I can take and go bishop a6. Takes, bishop a6, queen a4, rook a8. Knight c7 again. Harump. No, rook a7. No, this hangs. Takes, bishop a6, queen a4, takes. What's going on there? Not great things for me. Bishop a6 takes. B takes a5. Is a sad cookie. Let's take here. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Can I go rook a8 to a4? Something's going to come slamming down the board here. Like, oh, no, that's not playable yet. I think it's queen b3. Those positions are not good for me. Well, I have bishop f5 idea. What if I just go rook a8? Oh, this is ridiculous. Bishop a3. No, that comes with check. Bishop a3 is coming anyway with a skewer. Like queen b3, bishop a3 is a skewer. d6 doesn't help. I can't take this one. It's literally, it's more untouchable than I even thought at first. Totally untouchable. Queen b3, bishop a3. Game over. Okay, let's do this. I'm just worse. Like significantly. I'm gonna try and play on the A file and claim I have active pieces, whatever that means. I can't take this pawn because of the alignment of my heavies here. I thought I could. I didn't really want to because this pawn is so weak on the B file, but I just can't at all. There's not even positional considerations. Now this pawn might be on for real. This pawn is on like Donkey Kong, as they say. I don't think they say that, sadly. What was wrong with rook c8 here? Really nothing, right? Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself. Rook c8 was a good move. Because here I'm playing rook. I played rook c8 and rook back to 8 and I still lost the pawn. Which means I've done something wrong. It's not like my rook just chilled out on a8. I gained time or something. I still played rook c8. It's probably a good move. can play my knight here now, though. I'm really not interested in taking this pawn because he gets to absolve his weakness on b4. But knight d6 is part of his idea. Knight d6, bishop a6, b5. And that slams the door on that one. But okay, knight here, knight d6. Some knight takes this. Rook takes. Knight takes. Queen b3. I have two pieces hanging. Bishop a6 is interesting there. Oh no, I can trade this off here. But he hits the rook. Knight here, knight d6. And b5 is coming. What if I lead with this knight? It doesn't matter, it's always rook takes. Queen b3. My position is so awful. This is really something. Who knew that a position could be so bad? I certainly didn't. Knight d5, knight d6, takes, rook takes, knight takes, queen b3. Bishop a6, queen takes b4, bishop takes e2, king takes e2. Hold on. Bishop f3 is working there because of knight c6. Okay, knight d4, knight d6 takes. Queen b3 right away. No, sorry, not queen b3. Queen c4 turns. Bishop a6. Queen c3. I have a knight d5. Queen d2. Queen d2. Is that how they get you? With queen d2? That can't possibly be how they get you. Rook a2. That's a lot of stuff that's hanging all at once. think that works. I'm gonna play it. Could go bishop d2, but then my pieces are better than this piece is better than it was. Could also no, I can't go rook a4. I was looking at some e5 stuff, but this knight is getting murdered anytime I play e5. Why'd I give up my c7 pawn? I'm just lost. d6 is so weak because I lost c7. Poor play from me, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot to change my stream title. Let me do that. Bishop d2, yeah. How do I... Why can't I edit my stream title? I literally can't figure out how to edit my stream title. There's like a new Twitch or something. I don't know how to edit. I don't care enough. Yeah, bishop d2 is very annoying. And therefore a good move. My position is utter rubbish. That's just a fun little song I made up called My Position is Utter Rubbish. I probably have to go bishop a6. This knight is too powerful. Can I take here? Check. No. Darn. That is not working one bit. I'm looking at some pretty desperate stuff, like f4, g5. But really nothing's working. My position is just very lost. could go something like rook a6 is so off. No, because b. No, bishop a6. Oh no, knight c. There's no longer knight c7. Thank God. Otherwise, I just can't move. Basically, I have to do this. Oh boy. A difficult position indeed. I really think I'm just totally lost. Here as white, I would probably just castle, to be honest. And just basically ask black what he plans on doing. The answer is probably not a lot. I have to try and play d6 somehow, but this knight is always hanging. How rude of it to hang like that. I gotta go like d6, e5, bust this open. But e5 always leaves me so vulnerable on the light squares. Especially because I kind of have to give up this bishop. He might go knight d6. That's a reasonable move. Just saying that this knight is so powerful, it's not worth castling. I can't really abuse his inability to castle. Although knight d6 takes, then e5 has a little kick to it. e5 starts to sting a little bit. That is not something I expected. He's sort of saying, you're not doing anything at all. And the question I have to ask myself is he correct? So let me look at it. Takes, rook a1, there's always rook b1 back. Let's go rook fb8, I think. I might go take, bc, bishop b5, bishop b5, rook b5, rook b5, knight c b4, Bishop b4, rook a1 check. Take, bishop takes b5, bishop takes b5, rook takes b5, rook takes b5, knight on c to b4. There's queen b2, knight d3 check, queen b1. Rook a1. Cute. Queen to the back rank, rook a1. Preventing e5. So let's see, does it matter if I take you first? Takes, takes, takes. You can throw this in. Takes, takes, takes. Takes. You can throw this in. But then I'd capture here, I think. And then my light squares will be very strong. Sorry, takes. Takes, takes. I can even throw this in. Yeah, because this piece is... No, yeah, the piece is hanging. He can't take this. He has to capture back, then takes, takes, rook takes, knight cb4. Bishop takes b4. What's the body count there? I've given an exchange. I've given a whole rook. Check. I grab the rook back. But I've brought white's king out in the center. So I give the exchange. Knight in, queen d1, rook a1, bishop takes b4. I've given a whole rook, takes. That's 2 rooks for the queen. Takes, 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 takes. Takes. Hold on, now that's interesting. Takes. Bishop takes, takes, rook takes, takes. Pawn takes. Bishop takes, bishop takes. Knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. B takes. C takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes, rook takes. No, this is not working. Bishop takes, bishop takes. And it's very close to working. Hold on. Knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. I've sacked a piece. I'm just down a full piece. Take. Take. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Rook a1 check. Rook back. Takes, takes. Queen takes here. This piece is lost, I want to say. Knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes, pawn takes, pawn takes. Knight takes, rook takes, pawn takes. Rook b1. I just do the same thing. Takes, takes. Check. No, there's this bishop c1 move. It doesn't have to be rook b1. Takes, takes, takes. No, sorry, this bishop is gone. Takes, takes, takes. Rook takes, bishop takes, bishop, or pawn takes, bishop takes, rook a1 check. Is there anything that can block this check? It's only the queen or the rook. Rook b1 takes, takes. Queen takes c4. Knight. d5. If I go e5, this check happens. So no, knight d5 takes, takes. Let's go. Oh, even better, after rook a1, rook b1, I can just take the knight, the bishop guards the rook. I think this h4 plan was very misguided. I think white needed to castle, because now I have big chances here. Big chances. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while he thinks. Yeah, I got him in the tank. This is good. I think the position I've definitely equalized, I feel. And my point is after takes, bishop takes. You can't go rook takes, because then there's rook takes, rook a1 check. I win the rook in the corner. So after bishop takes, you have to go bishop takes. Then I go check. And on rook b1, I can grab the bishop because this is protected, or I can take and play queen takes c5. He got into some real trouble here because here his position is amazing, and he decides to castle. You can castle, or you can you could probably play knight d6. But yeah, just castle there, right? Now it's a mess, which is good for me because I was lost, which means messes are good. I'm glad I spent a lot of time there. This was clearly critical. I saw a lot of tactical ideas resorted around either taking here or... Okay, let's take this. So one thing I'm noticing is takes, like queen b1. Takes queen b1, queen takes c5 should be fine. Maybe it's not, hold on. Takes queen b1, queen takes c5, bishop takes. Rook takes, rook takes. I have a monster check here. So what about queen takes c5 right away? Hits the rook. Queen takes c5, queen b1. Bishop takes b5, queen b1. I have this, if I need it. No, I'm losing a whole rook there, I don't have that. Bishop takes b5, queen b1. Queen c5, bishop takes. Check. I have this bishop check, actually. That's not playable. Yeah, the bishop check comes and scoops the rook. Nasty. On queen b3, I have this check. And I'm doing well. I should have calculated before I played the sacrifice, though. This pin on the b file is potentially dangerous. It's all because of this undefended rook. None of this works without this rook hanging on h1. We got it going on now, boys. Now we're talking. He could castle here. That might be a good move. No, if he castles, I take this probably. And there's like a lot of pins. What if I take? No, the rook protects me. No, actually, castles, I don't think I want to take this. After castles, I probably need to take here. My structure's a little wonky. A little wonky. A lot wonky. I honestly think he needs to castle in this position. I think maybe he's coming to terms with the position. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Time is going to start to play a really big factor in this position. I'm under 10, he's approaching under 10, he'll be there soon. So this is going to turn more into a blitz fest soon. A blitz fest. Fun for the whole family.
I would say that if my f-pawn was on f7, I would be close to winning. But with my f-pawn at f5, my king is very airy in any ending that comes up, especially a major piece ending. So I'm unsure about this, even if I end up in a pawn at major piece ending. It doesn't look very clear to me because of my horrible structure, my open king structure. It'll be a difficult ending to win, for sure.
He's really in the tank here. It's been like a 15-minute tank here.
It's good for me. Less time for him. That's correct. That's exactly what I thought you would do. Okay, now I need to resolve the tension over here. If I play queen takes c5, I think I'm going to have some issues with on queen b2. Like some game-losing issues, probably. Oh, hold on. Queen c5, queen b2, bishop f8.
No, that's not going to work. Rook b1. I also thought about playing bishop f3, but this is a good bishop, this is a bad bishop. So let's chop this. He should play rook takes. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, now he's going to play c6. So the position is equal, I think. Maybe black white's still a little bit better because of the safer king. Although this piece should be better, I want to say. Rook c8, c6. There's knight g5 annoyances. Rook a6 is interesting. c6. Let's play simple. If you let me set this up, I'm good. You gotta play c6 here. I wonder if on c6 I can go d5. Rook c6, rook b7, rook here, and I have rook c7 to hold my life together. Takes. Rook c8 and d6. I can't allow that knight to go where it pleases. And grab this. D5. Clever. I want to get d6. Maybe a d5. No, not d5. Maybe e5 is what I want to play. No, e5, d5. No, e5, d5, rook takes. That should win. I expect rook b5. Or maybe rook c1. I'm not sure. And this should be a draw, I think. I thought so. So I had some random idea. King f7 and d6. Takes, 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 takes. King f7, d6, takes, takes here. The problem is if I go d6 right now, there's takes, 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 takes. I have rook d8 there. Probably drawn. But no need to go for something too crazy. If he goes queen d2, I'll just go like king g7 back or something. I could go d5 and then queen takes h4. That's interesting. d5 takes, queen takes. Takes, queen takes. Rook takes, rook takes. Yeah, looks pretty good. It's a little dangerous giving him this pass pawn, but I think I'll be fine. Could have taken there, maybe. No, I couldn't have taken there. That would have lost, actually. Takes, rook takes, and then both heavies are hanging, so you have to go rook takes, but then there's pawn takes queen. I think he should just take all the rooks off and make a draw. His structure's a little wonky. I mean, my structure's a little wonky. Yep. Yep. I have check check currently. Chook chook. I think I'm going to press this ending. I love pressing equal endings. I did this earlier in the season. We're down 1-0. It'd be nice to get a full point here. And so we'll see what I can do in this queen ending. Could go here. That actually might put an end to all the pressing very quickly. That's probably a good move. Yep, that's a good move. I could go here, check, king g8. I mean, that's just a draw. I can't overpress this. This queen is dangerous. I'm weak on the dark squares. If my queen strays too far, I think I would be in some trouble. Queen d5, queen h8. My opponent offers me a draw. I will accept this, actually. I think, well, on this position, if I were white, I might play on because of this threat of queen h8 is very difficult to meet. I mean, maybe it's not so bad. Queen d5, queen h8, h6, for example. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to accept this draw. I don't see anything really better to do here. Good game to my opponent. Yeah, yeah, so let's go to the analysis part. Let me redo my window. Oops. Oh, why is everything messed up? Oh, it doesn't like my tactics. It says my tactics are bullshit. That surprises me. My tactics are bullshit? Why is that? Rook b1? Why does this make any difference? Takes? 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 What did I think I was doing? Why did I think I had something here? Wait, but actually, what was I thinking? I looked at rook b1. Yeah, I thought I had something on rook b1. But looking back, I guess I just I missed it. This was a huge miscalculation because I thought I had this and the same checking tactic, but it's simply not working. So that was very bad. Yeah, if I don't have this, then I'm doing very poorly. I didn't like h4. I thought he should just castle and be better. My opponent said he didn't see that this opens the bishop, but it doesn't actually matter. I still win the piece back. The point is, I have this line as well. And the point is, I can play this. I actually don't like. So here, I can play this move, which is fine. I get my piece back, but I can also play this move, and then take here, and this piece is just lost. And this line actually might be better because I want the pawn on c5. Whereas this line, it's not so clear that you can go like takes, and castle or something. Yeah, and this is, I mean, white may survive. White has a fighting chance. But here, in this line, white really doesn't have anything. But yeah, this is a little bit strange. That I miscalculated this. Because it's not complicated. Like, this is just very straightforward. So I'm going to be honest, I don't know what I missed. I think I just sort of assumed it was similar to other lines, but here the point is normally I'm playing rook a1 check, but I can't do that here. So really, it wants to keep the bishops on? That's interesting. The computer wants to play bishop c6. I was like, this is my bad bishop, this is a good bishop. I guess it's because it instantly liquidates the c pawn, whereas here the c pawn stays on as a weakness. That's reasonable. My opponent's saying I can't where things went wrong. I know exactly where things went wrong. I think a5 is fine, knight b5. I just have to go rook c8. I don't know why I didn't play this. This is so sensible. Yeah, so my opponent's commenting on the opening. He's saying he wasn't expecting b6. He was expecting stuff like e5 or c5, which is interesting. If he looks over my page, I never play e5 or c5 here. My main move is e6 or sometimes knight f6, which usually transpose into some d4 structures. But b6 is interesting, and it's sort of to combat the English plan of just going g3. So knight c3, bishop b7. d4 was an interesting move. I wasn't expecting that. I think most people go like e4 and set up the Botvinnik triangle, this sort of thing. Yeah, this is interesting. It's complicated. It's absolutely very complicated.
Yeah, my opponent's commenting on my blunder here after knight b5. He thought castles was strange. It's a free pawn. I thought I was winning here, but I actually can't. The point is, if I took here, but if I take here again, yeah, the point is, if I take again, just like queen somewhere, the knight goes back, and then this, and hello.
And so yeah, I thought I was, but yeah, the thing that's frustrating about this to me, that I think that was bad play, is even if there is no skewer, I think it's still bad for me because of the open line against this weak pawn.
So yeah, this was a really big misevaluation because, like I'm saying, say he doesn't find bishop a3. Say he goes like queen b3, knight c6, and castles. Then white is just so much better because I'm pressing caps lock. This pawn is so weak, and so I mean, just like like castles. I'll get off this line, right? I'll play like queen d8, I guess. Maybe I won't. This is really difficult already. The point is, this pawn will probably fall. 11d6. That's a good move. Why didn't even think of that? Yeah, this was the position where I was saying I don't think white has much advantage because all of my like white is these knights are good. This bishop will be fine if it gets to f3. This bishop is quite bad, but like both these bishops are good. Both these knights are on good squares. And so I think it's about equal because white has a massive queenside space, but he also has a bad piece, and none of my pieces are bad. And so that's why I thought this position was equal, but when I sack the pawn, it's not equal anymore. This ain't equal. It's just bad, so yeah, I mean, just go rook c8, go d6. Someone in chat is saying 11 knight b5 is optimistic. But I don't know. I'm starting to put pressure. Like white has gained space on the queen side, so I'm gonna pressure it, and he can play slowly, but he has to play a move like. So Todovsky is suggesting b5 followed by castles, knight e5 and f4.
I felt like on b5, this feels a little shaky to me. Say white castles, right? Then I'll castle because he doesn't have any h4, h5. This bishop has to go somewhere. Oh, okay, but he wanted to go knight e5, right? But knight e5 immediately, I go d6. So yeah, if white goes knight e5, I just go d6. And you can't jump in.
And if he waits a move, I'll play this. The knight comes to f7, and you still can't really play e5. Because if you go like knight e5 here, I'll take and play like, well, maybe not that one. I have pressure. This structure is not great. I can maybe do this. It's a little funky. I'll win the light squared bishop. Probably good for me, actually. This is a really strong bishop. Can't go f3. Yeah, you go e4. Little strange structure. Kind of cool. But yeah, after castle is very hard for me. I found, I guess, a good practical try. I thought this worked, it just doesn't work. But now, apparently I'm better here if I go bishop c6 and I prevent the liquidation. But this is just a draw. And knight c6. What's a castle here? Which is a little brave. Castle, I mean, it's hard to believe this, right, when this piece is so bad. And it's hard to go e4, h4. It's just saying, it's saying, basically what the computer is saying is if you wanted to play h4, why did you go b4, right? You're sort of stretching yourself thin. Let's see how my teammate did in his game. I had someone else playing. Oh, my teammate lost. To Prune, of all people. Well, we're down 2.5 to 1/2 in this match. I got the only half point. So it's not looking great. But it's possible. You got 3 games to go. We can get 3 points. We can get 2.5 points. Anyway, I'm gonna head off because I feel so awful. If you were late joining the stream, this game started at 8 a.m. for me, and I was out drinking last night till like 2:45. So I'm gonna get off, like get showered, go to sleep, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow to stream some more Elite stuff, not my own stuff, stuff from Elite. So I look forward to that, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably be later, much later on in the afternoon. Have a great weekend, everyone.